What's going on, Liverpool fans? Samson here. What have I just watched? Oh my gosh. That was probably the worst performance I have seen us play in a very long time. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know how to break or digest or even go into pick the bones out of this game because I can't even call it a game. It was literally a shambolic oh my gosh, what a performance. What a performance. Honestly, some of these players should not be at the club. Some of these players have clearly overstayed their welcome. We are clearly Sentiment FC because some of these players should have left a long time ago. And the owners, I don't understand. I can blame the owners, I can blame Klopp, I can blame the players. There's just like everyone. I can blame the assistants, I can blame the coaching staff. I can blame there's so many people I can complain about. Even some of you fickle fans are the reason why we're in this position because you accept mediocre, you accept Klopp's stubbornness, you accept FSG's unwillingness to invest in the squad, you accept players' poor performance simply because they've been here long enough and they helped us win our first Premier League title. Great, yes. Doesn't mean you have a place at the club for the rest of your life. No, we're not a retirement home. Why do we have people like Firmino, Henderson, Milner at the club? Why do we have no one challenging Fabinho for position? Because Fabinho has been shit the last 6 months. Since the beginning of the year, should I say? No, it was the beginning. What were we in September? The beginning of the year, Fabinho has been shit since then. He's been shit for the last. Even I want to say for going back to the start of last season. Trent is another one. Trent puts in average performances on a weekly basis, and he doesn't care. And why doesn't he care? Because he knows he will never get dropped. Because there is no other right back in the squad that can replace Trent. It boggles my mind how we have allowed ourselves to be in this position. We've gone from a team that was considered one of the best in Europe, challenging for titles, to now we'll be lucky if we even get top 4 this way. We might even end up in Europa League. Oh my gosh. And to make it even worse, our rival clubs that we were all bantering about, just not too long, even just as close as last season, we were bantering all our rivals, Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Tottenham. They've all, barring Arsenal, all sacked the managers, got replacements, and are doing better than us. Better than us. How is this possible? Why? Because FSG sit on their hands, don't invest. Okay, so they spent that 60 million on Nunes. Oh, great. Is that it? Is that our budget for the summer? We can only go big once. How do you expect to keep up with a team like Man City if you don't reinvest in the squad? You don't freshen. Today's starting lineup, barring 2 players, and I've said this numerous times, barring 2 players, our starting lineup today was the same starting lineup that played any game in 2018. That cannot be right. That cannot be right. We're in 2022. Oh my gosh. This club, this season is going to be probably one of the worst seasons we're going to have under Jurgen Klopp. And personally, I would not be against Jurgen Klopp getting fired. Jurgen Klopp, I feel like, has passed. He's done all he can with the squad. On the evidence of today, not even today, on the evidence of the performance that we've played this season, these players are not playing for Jurgen Klopp anymore. They are not playing for Jurgen Klopp. If Jurgen Klopp was to get sacked, it would not surprise me because better managers than Jurgen Klopp have been fired for worse performances than what we are performing right now. Better managers. Jurgen Klopp is a good manager, but he's not the be-all and end-all of Liverpool Football Club. I know, I assume millions and millions of other Liverpool fans would have had this dream. Jurgen Klopp would have come in, he would have been our Alex Ferguson, he would have led us to numerous league titles, numerous Champions League titles, numerous trophies, would have been considered one of the best teams ever. He would have left after 20-something years or 10 years or whatever, and we would build a statue of him outside Anfield, and he would go down as one of the best managers Liverpool have ever had. That was our dream. We are now living in a nightmare. Klopp has been here for nearly 8 years? 8 years. One Premier League, one Champions League, one FA Cup, one Carabao Cup, one Community Shield. In 8 years. 8 years. Okay, the team he took over when he first came was a team that was not even worthy of getting into European football. No, I'm talking about top 6, by the way. Fair enough. So he's done well to build up a squad. But it's like we've built up a squad, a team that could be considered one of the best, and we've not done anything to keep us there. We've literally just been like, okay, we're still considered, okay, yes, we've lost the amount of players, but we're still kind of, no, we've lost, no. Oh, and Salah, oh my gosh. The guy was bitching about having more money because he's considered one of the best players in the world. You give him more money and he's putting in performances like this. If this is what 300k a week is going to give us, he should have just given it to some random off the street. Oh my gosh, and Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez has gone from one of the best English defenders to a Harry Maguire in less than a season. Joe Gomez should not be anywhere near a Liverpool first team ever again. That performance today, not even just today, his performance against Newcastle was shocking. His performance today was just, his head was not in the game. Van Dijk, his head is not in the game. If we could drop Van Dijk and drop Gomez, I will be so happy. I don't want to see Van Dijk in the starting lineup this weekend because he has been dreadful this season. How we have not gone out and replaced Van Dijk, I don't understand. After that knee injury and his age, alarm bell should have been ringing. Common sense should have struck in and been like, okay, this guy is probably not going to be the ability or at the level he once was. Let's give him some competition. Van Dijk has no competition at the club. So he knows, like Trent, he could put in a bang average performance. He will not get dropped. And it pisses me. I can't be the only Liverpool fan. I can't be. I refuse to believe I'm the only Liverpool fan that is feeling this frustrated from this team's performance. Honestly, I refuse to believe it. If Jurgen Klopp gets sacked, I'll be happy because I feel like he's run its course. He's overstayed his welcome. There's Batman saying you live long enough, you die a hero, or you live long enough to become a villain. Klopp should have left a couple of years ago. He didn't. He stayed. Now he's turning into a villain. The fans are really turning on FSG. If Klopp allows performances like this to happen, it won't be too long until the fans start turning on him. Don't be surprised if you start seeing Klopp out at any moment from now, because Klopp has really, really bitten himself in the arse. The stubbornness has caused this, and anything that happens to him, the players at this club this season, is all on him, and they deserve, not just him, the whole team deserve every last bit of it. The stick, the banter, anything that they get this season, they deserve it because they have been absolutely dreadful. Title challenges? Are you kidding me? This team? Fucking hell.